My name is Vaughn Clemmons. I am the president of American Recovery Association. I screwed up. I start every conversation off with that. Okay, take two. My name is Vaughn Clemmons. I'm the president of Automobile Recovery Bureau. My role is more of an overseer. I've kind of transitioned from being the day-to-day operations manager to more just peeking every now and again. But I pretty relegated those roles to my son and to Chad and my other management team. It took maybe, I would say less than a month to key in on what, hey, there's some benefit here. And it was the missed repossessions, because that's so tangible. We can touch that and feel that, and it's such, we've created reports around that and conversations, and we've kept your team in the loop. So when an account closes, we immediately send a message out to the entire management team and your guys, why this closed? And then there's a response back, and then we get the accounts open back up again. So I don't want to go too long, but initially that was immediate impact for us, and it remains that. I don't know if I can use the word streamline. It's actually more intensive. It's actually made us better at business. So I wouldn't say it's streamlined it. If anything, it made us focus more. So we're focus driven. Like I just said earlier, we get an email right from you. You guys send us an email when anything closes where we should have had an opportunity to pick it up. And what's that's turned is to a method of operation for us. So that's one of our standard operating procedures for Insight, is determine why it closed and can we get it back open. So there's a call made. And it hasn't streamlined it, it's given us more focus. So we're focus driven now, more than we've ever been, because of Insight. It gave us more sight.
Oh, yeah.
That was a plug too, just.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Please, you know, I'm here. I don't know if my shoulder moved, but. Years ago, Clear Plan came into the play. And I, once again, another friend, Justin, took me into his hotel room to show me all kinds of, what is wrong with this guy? Is he stupid? But because he was a friend, I gave it my ear. And then I said, okay, we'll beta test this for you. I took that into my office because I gotta get the drivers. Our industry, we're so driven by making sure our drivers are comfortable with any changes we make. I've never been that way. I am under the belief is this is my business. You do, or I understand. That means go away. If I feel like something's gonna benefit our bottom line, we're gonna implement it. So I took them all into the conference room, showed it to them, and keep in mind back then, they were using run sheets. And they lived by them. So when I told them that we were doing away with that, I had two guys that quit. And it was good. One of them was my top driver. But the way that worked was all my other drivers saw that I was willing to get rid of my top driver because of a process that I was putting in place. You could pick up 70 cars a week. You will not run our business. So along comes Insight, 7, 8 years later. Same thing, except I didn't lose anybody because they trust me. Most people who are thinking about taking a leap to something different, you have to get your drivers on board, because look, they're the ones who have to log into Insight every day. And that was the #1 problem that most people will have. But the benefit here is, how can I make money? We lose so much money every day by just accepting assignments for these forwarders and other places that we get work from. We run it 5 or 6 times. This will actually minimize your runs. It gives you a vision that you never will have just looking at RDN. It's just not there. So I would say anybody, you gotta give it a chance. If it works, great. What's the worst thing can happen? You end up back where you were at. But this is a valuable tool, and we use it daily. The leaderboards are not for us, it's for the drivers. So it's important that those guys really key in on it, and you gotta sell that to your team. So if your company is still using revenue or bonuses to push your team up, maybe that's what you wanna do. Show the leaderboard. #1 gets A, #2 gets B, but it should be a 3-spot deal, where it's a 1, 2, 3 bonus. So if you're #3, you're striving to become a #1, but you're still bonusing at 3. So the leaderboard helps the drivers, especially if you incentivize them to be the top 3. Now we can actually see things clearer. Insight gave us more focus on the ones that close, and that's what we hone into. And we reward the driver by being able to go back and pick up a car that they would have never seen again, because we're paying attention to smaller numbers. So to your point, anybody that wants to come see me after this, you know who I am. My phone number is wide open. Call me, email me, I'll be glad to talk to you.